Hi everyone, this is Sean Lynch with an OpenLitterMap screencast, and in this episode I'm going to teach you how to use our mobile app, which is now available on Android and iOS, which makes it really easy to map and share data on plastic pollution anywhere. So when you log in, you'll be brought to the camera screen. Now this is just a simulator, so it doesn't actually have a camera, but if I click this button here, I can take photos, and if I swipe to the right, you can see that it's after taking 2 photos. Now I don't need these, so I'm going to delete them. And on the bottom left, you can load your photos. Here's some photos that I've taken earlier. I'm just going to do a few for this demo. So I've got my photos now ready to be tagged. And I can select a photo for tagging, and then I can zoom in on the photo and I can see what this is. And this looks to me like some kind of food packaging. So I select the food category. I select plastic packaging, and there's one item. So I'm going to add that item to my collection, and you can add as many items to your collection as you want. So I'm going to confirm that. Next, we've got a very badly taken image of a Coke can. So that's the soft drinks category. I'm going to scroll down to can, and I'm going to add that to my collection. And I also can see here the brand Coca-Cola. So I'm also going to tag Coca-Cola. And this is a little bit faster with your hands than it is on a laptop. So I've added Coca-Cola in, and you can see here, if you click on this button, you'll get a list of the categories and all of the items in your photo as well. So we've got 2 bits of litter or 2 items classified here. That's the total count. And you can see here in the background, this is OpenLitterMap. And currently we're getting some data uploaded from Portugal. Someone's uploading that data right now, which will happen in a minute. You're going to see that this data is going to be uploaded there as well. We can also toggle if the litter is still there, so someone can come and pick it up, or if it's picked up, and you can add that data to the database. So this image is done. I'm going to on to the next one, and yet another can of Coke. Soft drinks, can, 1, brands, Coca-Cola, add, submit. On to the next image. This is food. These are in Ireland. In the UK, we call them crisps. In the US, they call them chip packets. And I think I have that brand here, Tato, as well. Add that in. And as you add more items in, you can scroll this left and right, and you can add as many items as you want to one photo. So now that's all tagged, so it's going to close. So I'm going to upload my photos. And as these get uploaded, you're going to see that on OpenLitterMap, new images from Ireland, here we go, are being uploaded right now. So that's our first image. Our second image. Our third image. And the delay here is because it makes 2 requests. The first, it uploads the photo, and then the second request, it uploads the data. So that's why there's a small delay. But you can see pretty much in real time as people upload that there's a live feed. So we can see when people are cleaning the planet live. So this is our the app for OpenLitterMap. It works, but it remains underdeveloped. There's also a settings panel in the corner, so you can change your details and you can change your privacy. So by default, when you sign up, you're completely anonymous. But if you'd like your name to appear on the maps or the leaderboards or the created by section, you can do that. You can create an account and log in, etc. Here at the global map, by default, you'll see the data that was uploaded today, and you can change this and get the data that was loaded this week or the data that was loaded in the last month. You can also change the language, and we've more languages on the way. Here at the World Cup, you can see this, that these are the top 10 users that have contributed to OpenLitterMap and who've mapped and shared data on the most litter. We recently passed our last target of 100,000 litter, and we're now nearly 5.5% of the way to our next target of 250,000 litter. And if you download OpenLitterMap and start tagging, mapping, and sharing data on litter, you'll help us achieve our next goal. By default, the countries of the world are listed alphabetically. We can change this alphabetically to who's created the most open data or who's created the most open data per person. So the leaders at the moment is the USA, who've tagged 27,000 litter, followed by Team Ireland, who are shy of about 900 litter behind them. And on each location, there's charts so you can see what of the most type of waste in every location, what brands are responsible for their products rotting in the environment, who are the top 10 leaders per location, and what does that monthly distribution look like. If you scroll down here to the UK, who are coming in third, huge boost in data there for November, and quite a lot of data as well for the month of December. You can click on the name of a country. So this here is actually a link, and you get access to the list of states within that location. And the same thing, you can change alphabetical to who's created the most open data. So we got Puerto Rico here in first place, followed by Florida, and you get the time series and the charts and everything for every location. You can click into a state. So now we've drilled down through the country into the state, and now we can look at the city data or towns and villages. And the reason we do this is because with a smaller amount of data, we can render more sophisticated maps. So if I scroll to the next tab here for San Ramon in California, you can see that at the city layer, we can render these grid maps. Now this wouldn't be possible at a global scale because the browser would crash. And we can also, because we're dealing with a smaller amount of data, we can toggle these different layers and we can see where is the smoking related litter occurring, where is the alcohol related litter occurring, what brands are responsible for their products rotting in the environment, etc. So if you'd like to download the data, simply log in and there'll be an extra download button here. OpenLitterMap data is open data, so anyone is allowed to download the data and use it for any purpose without restriction. So we're creating open data. I'll hope you download our app for Android and iOS and join us and map and share data on the world's plastic pollution. Thank you.